Hello and welcome to Boardrack Briefing with me, James Otter of Otter Surfboards, where we design and make wooden surfboards. Today I'm going to take you through our coaster model, which sits at 7'2", 21.5 inches wide and 2 3/4 inches thick. The design came about because we were talking within the workshop amongst the team of us as to what kind of a surfboard would we like to ride if we could only choose one surfboard to travel the world, to surf lots of different waves, from big rolling point breaks to kind of hollower reef breaks to shifting beaches. What one board would we all feel most comfortable on? And this is where we came to. So as you can see from the template, it's quite full up at the front end. So there's a good bit of the width through the chest area. And what that does is that aids in paddling speed and allows you to get into waves nice and early. The rocker's fairly relaxed, so that again helps with that paddling speed and helps you get into waves. But the minute we come into the back end of the board, you can see it pulls in nicely to this rounded pin. And what that does is it gives you a really good hold when the waves get steeper or more critical, but it also gives you the ability to turn it nicely off the tail as well. So with this board, it feels quite kind of pinched. There's about 42 litres of volume in it that's distributed kind of around it, but you can see it's quite pinched on the rails. If I turn it up on edge, you might be able to see that a little bit more easily as I handle it. And it's foiled right out to the tail, through the nose as well. So the volume's quite evenly distributed. And what that means is the board just kind of balances and sits really nicely in the water. So because we designed it for travelling with, it's the kind of board that I get really excited about. The minute it's about kind of waist to chest high, I'll ride it as a single fin where it's quite cruisy and finds really beautiful lines on the waves. The minute it gets bigger, we go with this multiple fin option. So I either go to a 2+1 or even a quad sometimes. What that does when the waves get bigger is gives you that extra bit of hold, that extra bit of control. And what I've found through using this board, I always get quite excited when I'm using it, simply because the waves typically are quite good. I know that it's going to push my surfing on a bit more. And I've always found that as I reach the edge of my comfort zone, it feels like the board really just starts to come alive at that point. It's got a shallow V through the nose, which allows you to engage that rail as you drop in nice and early. It goes through to a fairly flat, just at the front end here, into a concave through the middle, which helps funnel that water and give you that planing speed nice and early. And then it goes into a double concave, which again allows you to kind of drop it on the rail really nicely, brings that water and the speed through the back of the board and engaging with the different fins. You can get hold of this surfboard by joining us on one of our 5-day surfboard workshops, or you can have us custom make one for you. And thank you very much for watching this episode, and I look forward to seeing you again when we talk through the next board in the rack. You can see more videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You can follow us on Instagram at Otter Surfboards, or you can just head over to the website at ottersurfboards.co.uk.